Hey friends, so you've been promoted officer or R4. Congratulations, you're part of the middle management team. Or you may wonder, what do I need to be an R4? Well, if it's the case, or if you're already an R4 and you want to optimize your role, stick around. This video will be interesting. So first of all, what can you do as an officer? You can place tags. Tags is the best way to communicate directly with the other members. It can be for building, it can be for a tactic, anything goes. Use tags and make sure that when you use them, you're not overwriting an existing tag. So you look at those tags. If nothing is available, then try to do a cleanup or else improvise about that. But tags is the best way to communicate. You can place tags. And you can also know who's online. As an R4, if you go to members, you will see who's online, who's not. That will tell you if it's a good moment to plan an attack or improvise a defense. By knowing who's online or not, with time, you kind of know, you learn your members' behavior. Okay? You can promote, you can demote, you can hire and fire as an R4. You can do all this for R3 and below. You cannot touch R4, only R5 can manage those members. Let's say that this guy, he's not online often. You can demote him, you can remove him as well. Just be careful when you do that. Why should you remove someone? Well, let's say that this member is blocking a build. You want to remove him, should I say. You write him a message, you remove him, and you send him an invite. So you make sure that he doesn't feel left out. What else can you do? Oh yeah, when you hire someone as an officer, it's your duty to make sure you're hiring the right guy. So do your investigation, make sure you don't hire a spy. That could be a problem. So it's on you. You can also start a central command or a village. You can do that. So either way, you can do this, or a CC. You cannot delete those. Only an R5 can do that. But as an R4, you can start a village or a central command. As an officer, you can have some roles, or buff, should I say. You see on my name, there's a little flag that's a diplomat. A diplomat gain through troop speed 1%, but is also the guy who can send a peace treaty, dissolve a peace treaty, and request a peace treaty. This is very useful when you fight with allies. If the diplomat is not online, the R5, the leader, can also do this duty. Nobody else. So it's kind of useful to have those two members being online often. Now, what can you do, or how can you improvise and optimize, should I say, your role as an officer? You need to be online and you need to be active daily. That's the key. If the officers are not there, the alliance is kind of dead, because the player, they need those instructions. They need to that leadership going on. Okay. You also need some management skill. You need to know your members. You need to know their strength, their weakness, what they can and cannot do. You can only know this by being online and know your staff. It's very important. If, let's say, an alliance, an enemy start a command center, a central command, sorry, or is burning villages, you need to take action fast. You need to elaborate a solution. You need to do some tactics, and you need to know who can do this with you. Okay, if nobody's online, and you know that in maybe 1 hour more members will be online, then you need to deal with that. Okay, people complaining, stuff like that. Yeah, unfortunately, that's not one of my best duty, but as a member of the middle management, let's say, you have to take care of this. It's part of your job. You also need to be good with comms. Communication is key. You have to broadcast a message at large. You use mail for this. You can write mail as an officer. Okay, you can either use the mail function in the Alliance window, or you go to Mail right there, My Mail, New Mail, bottom right here, cancel the draft. So you can choose your recipient. You can target all the officers. You can target all the R3, R2, etc. Mail is also a good way to communicate vital information. An event, a call to arms, whatever, use mail. Write a short message because nobody likes to read long messages. Also, if you're not part of a group chat, you have to. If you don't have anyone, if you don't have one going on, create a group chat only with R4. So if you want to talk about a matter, only the officer, you don't want to involve somebody else, or you want to talk about tactic or suggestions or recommendation, the R4, R5 group chat is the best method. Finally, if you don't have Discord, open the Discord channel. It's very useful. You can talk strategy, tactic in this media. You can use voice on Discord. You can send an alert, so everybody on their cell phone will receive the alert. If you don't have this stuff, get it. It's key for good comms. And not only you have to communicate good or properly, you also need to pay attention to chats. Okay, the chat. If you don't pay attention, be advised that not everyone can place tags. Right, R3 and below, they can report something. They can report enemy movement, a building site, an upcoming attack. You have to make sure that you can read the chat. Very important, so you can broadcast this message by mail or place a tag. So sometime, I know you're in the middle of the fight, you're focused on defending your base, but you have to zoom out on occasion and look around you. What's going on? Is the enemy pushing an attack? Do you guys need to retreat? Does anybody else need helps? Is somebody, let's say, stopping a build and needs support? You have to be aware of that. You are the eyes of the battlefield. That's what I like the most being an R4 is sometimes you take a pause for fighting and as a commander, you want to look around and make sure that everybody's online and everybody's doing their job. Okay, this is the most important thing, I believe. Of course, you have to follow the chain of command, but sometimes you may be the only officer online, and you have to find a solution. You have to improvise, and this, if you have combat experience, this will help you a lot to elaborate the solution. Okay, a lot of battles are won because there's good leadership behind that can lead the troops to victory. Okay, so that's all I had to do. That's all I have to say about being an officer or improve your officer skill. If you have questions, comments, write in the comment away. I'll be happy to help you. Stay tuned for more videos. Guys, have a great weekend. Goodbye.